Hello friends, welcome to Ranju's Food Fusion. I'm Ranju. Today I'm going to make bundi for raita. This is also known as chickpea flour puffs. To make this, we have to make sure our consistency of batter is right and temperature of the oil is right. And I will explain both of the things to you. So let's start the recipe. To make raita bundi, here I have 1 cup chickpea flour and 1 tablespoon of oil. Firstly, we will sieve the besan or chickpea flour. This is an important step because if we sieve the chickpea flour, we'll get a very smooth batter out of it. And our raita bundi will be very nice. After sieving chickpea flour, if you want, you can add salt in it. But if I'm making it for raita bundi, personally, I don't want to add it. As if your raita bundi is salted and you add it in the raita, your raita becomes sour so quickly. But I will show you at the end if I want to make it as a namkeen, how will I make it. So right now I'm not adding any salt, but if you want, you can do it. And here I am adding water slowly because I'll see the consistency. And in this 1 cup of chickpea flour or besan, I have added half cup and 2 tablespoons of water. It really depends when you measure the chickpea flour, how compact you pack it in a cup. And it's also the quality of chickpea flour. Sometimes it absorbs more water. So when you make the batter, you have to see the consistency. And I'll also tell you that how you can check it when you drop it into the oil, that what is the right consistency to see. You can see how I'm really mixing it well, like whisking it in it for 2-3 minutes. It helps to make a perfect bundi, as when you whisk it, the more air incorporates in the batter and your bundi will become more airy, more lighter and crispier, and it will actually remain crispier for longer time. And you can see the consistency. It's really thin consistency that we need. Now I will heat up this oil in microwave for 20 seconds. And I will add this oil in this chickpea flour batter. This hot oil helps to make crispy raita bundi. Mix oil in the batter well. Now cover the batter and let it rest for 10 minutes. Now after 10 minutes, open the lid and mix it well again. Now we have to check the temperature of the oil and the consistency of batter. For that, I'll drop some batter in the oil and see how quickly it comes on the top. And the way it came on top, that's the perfect temperature for the oil I need. Now the consistency, if your ball or the batter is coming round and puffy, that is the right consistency for the batter. If it's leaving a string, that means your batter is thin and you just add little bit more chickpea flour into it. Or if the round ball is coming more flatter rather than puffier, it means your batter is thicker. So add little bit amount of water to adjust the consistency. So now when we add the batter, we will keep heat on high, and after adding the batter, we will turn the heat to medium. Now you can use this kind of strainer to make the bundi for raita. We call it prune or steel channa, but we can use this one. So just drop some batter with the help of a bigger spoon. But keep some distance between the kadahi and this tool. As soon as the batter goes in the oil might splatter back. So be careful and keep a little distance between this tool and the oil. Do not overcrowd your oil and switch the heat to medium. And cook it for roughly 2 to 3 minutes or until the color will slightly change. And actually you can take out some and taste it. It will be crispier. Once it's done, take it out on a plate lined with paper towel. Now switch the heat to high and check the temperature of your oil again. and seems like this oil is on right temperature. And now I will make chickpea flour puff or raita bundi with this kind of spoon. Some people call it skimmer spoon or some people call it strainer ladle. We call it poni, so we can use this one too. Same way we will drop the batter slowly. So drop it slowly, small amount at a time. Now switch the heat to medium and fry this for 2 to 3 minutes or until it gets crispy and change a little bit color. And you can see now color is changed, and I taste it also, they are crispier. I'll take it out from the oil. Same way I'll make chickpea flour puffs from the rest of the batter. And I fried all this batter in 4 batches. And here is our chickpea flour puffs or raita bundi is ready. And you can actually hear the sound, it's really crispy. I have some here in plate, which I will keep it as it is unsalted for raita. But the rest of that I will just flavor it with some masala to make it as a namkeen. For that here I have some dry mango powder or amchur, some red chili powder, some salt and some curry leaves. I have dried curry leaves. If you have fresh curry leaves, that will give more flavor. But I don't have fresh ones, so I'm using the dry curry leaves. So now in a pan, I'll add 1 teaspoon of oil. To that, I will add some curry leaves. Just roast it a little bit. And now nice aroma is coming out of curry leaves. And I will pour it on top of our raita bundi or chickpea flour puffs. To that, I'll add some salt according to taste. Some chili powder and some dry mango powder. All these spices will give a nice flavor to the bundi, and you can enjoy this bundi as a snack with the tea or coffee. Mix it well. After mixing, actually you can taste it. If you feel like, do you need any more salt or spice or any tanginess, you can add mango powder or salt according to your taste. And here is our crispy chickpea flour puffs or bundi is ready. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video and don't forget to subscribe. Ranju's Food Fusion. So with this way, we can make crispy raita bundi or chickpea flour puffs at home. Please try the recipe and enjoy.